Welcome to Up Close and Personal, the show that gives an up-close and personal view of the people, places, and events in Nashville that make a difference in our lives and our community. Here's your host, Jennifer Gamble. Welcome to Up Close and Personal. I'm Jennifer Gamble. Research suggests that youth who participate in fine arts programs, such as music, theater, and dance, build positive character and do better in school. Yet most children, particularly those in the inner city, have limited access to fine arts training and lack exposure to arts theater. The Nashville Children's Dance Theater is an aerial ballet, silks, and performance company located in North Nashville that works to improve access to fine arts training and education for inner city youth. Nashville Children's Dance Theater is the only urban youth dance company in Tennessee with performers ranging in age from 13 to 21 that perform the aerial silks art form. Aerial silks choreography incorporates a silk cloth attached to the ceiling where performers climb the fabric and use it to wrap, suspend, and spiral their bodies into various positions without the use of nets or safety gear. Today, we will visit the Nashville Children's Dance Theater to get an up-close and personal view of the talented group and learn more about their mission to share the arts theater experience with underexposed communities throughout the world. I'm Jennifer Gamble, and I'm here at the Nashville Children's Dance Theater with the founder and artistic director, Ms. Cindy Malone-Lindsay. Thank you for joining me today.
You are very welcome. It's a pleasure to have you today.
Now, the Nashville Children's Dance Theater is an aerial ballet, silks, and performance company here in Nashville.
Yes.
And it's actually the only youth urban dance company with students ages 8 to 21 in Tennessee that performs the aerial silks ballet art form.
Yes, ages 8 through 21. Actually, they start training with the aerial tumbling at 8, but actual climbing of the cloth, the aerial silks cloth, doesn't take place until they're 11.
Okay.
They don't start, they start simple strength tricks at 12. And they can't start body locks and falls until they're 14.
Okay.
As beautiful as it is, as fun as it is, it can be very dangerous.
Exactly. Yes, because they don't use nets or any type of protective gear.
Nope.
While they're up on that cloth so high at the ceiling. So it makes sense that even to have that strength,
right,
they have to be a little bit older,
yes,
to get on the cloth.
Yes.
That is wonderful.
Yes.
Tell us, what exactly is aerial silks ballet?
Aerial silks ballet is an art form of dance where the performers suspend themselves on either, we call it silks, but if you think of a curtain, it's jersey knit material, so it does have a little stretch to it, but they climb the cloth, they dance with the cloth, and it takes incredible strength, flexibility, very mental dance form. You can even call it a sport. And it's just an all-around mind, body, and spirit type of performance.
And it's fascinating to watch, I tell you. Now, you're originally from Chicago.
I'm from Chicago.
And you came here to Tennessee, and you studied dance in Chicago before
yes,
coming to Tennessee to
yes,
pursue your college education, and eventually open your own dance school, the Malone Studios Dance Academy,
yes,
where you've trained students for the past 15 years.
Yes.
What inspired you to start a dance theater company in Nashville?
Well, like you said, I have been teaching dance at the studio for 15 years, and I love the studio. It's my baby. It's great. But the students had reached a level of performance that I felt like the whole world should see. And so that's when the company came to me. And the company just gives a professional dimension to what the students do, and they had reached a professional level of training and dance and aerial silks, and that's pretty much how the company came about.
So just starting and opening a platform for these talented youth to
yes,
share their talents
yes,
with underexposed communities across the country and the world, because, you know, aerial silks is one of those art forms that is not new, but
Right.
a lot of people haven't seen it.
They haven't seen it. They kind of associate it with the circus, but to just have a show of it and to see the beauty of it is
Right.
just breathtaking. And the students work so hard. They put in a lot of hours. It's a lot of training, and you know, the dedication and the dedication and the drive they have for dance and the aerial silks is just priceless. So I had to find an avenue for the world to see them.
Now, you mentioned that it requires, the aerial silks art form requires a high degree of strength and courage to perform.
Yes.
What kind of training do the aerialists in the dance company receive?
Well, the beauty of it is dancers that really train are very well conditioned. But that's the flexibility part of it and the dance part of the cloth. But when you get to the strength, my dancers have a tumbling regimen, so they are tumblers and acrobats as well. So with their acrobatic training, the transition to the aerial silks was pretty easy.
Okay.
So their dance training along with the tumbling acrobatics training, and we do extra conditioning, calisthenics, of course running, and you know, your push-ups, your sit-ups, your crunches, but the dance keeps their body in such great conditioning that all of that comes together and helps with the cloth.
Well, the program is phenomenal, and the aerialists are so talented, to your credit.
Thank you.
And we're going to meet them in just a little bit and
Okay.
give a preview of your spectacular performance. But before we do that, tell us, when is the next live performance of the Nashville Children's Dance Theater, so that people will have an opportunity to come out and witness for themselves this talented group?
Nashville Children's Dance Theater will be presenting Ascension, an encore presentation, June 14th, that's a Friday, at 7 p.m. at Harpeth Hall School.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So you all heard it here. To catch the next performance of the Nashville Children's Dance Theater, be sure to get your tickets online, or how would somebody find out about tickets?
Ticket River. I believe it's ticketriver.com.
Okay.
Ticketriver.com.
And is there a phone number where people can call?
Yeah, 615-255-7070, or they can find us on Facebook. Nashville Children's Dance Theater is our Facebook name, and we always have a link for the tickets on our Facebook page.
That is wonderful. Well, thank you again for joining me. Now let's go meet the aerialists.
Thank you so much for having me, and I can't wait till you meet them.
Okay. After learning more about the Nashville Children's Dance Theater, I anxiously sat way down to meet the core, the company's professional aerialists, and talk candidly about their experience as young performers. This is the core, the professional aerialists of the Nashville Children's Dance Theater. Let's everyone tell me your name and age.
I'm Alex and I'm 15. I'm Ronnie and I'm 15. I'm Brianna and I'm 17. I'm Jayla and I'm 16. I'm Michaela and I'm 15. I'm Ashley and I'm 16. I'm Taryn and I'm 18.
Well, you all are very talented and spectacular to watch. I saw your February Black History program and it was amazing. I have to tell you though, when you climb so high on that cloth and suspend in air and then wrap your body in the cloth and descend, spiraling down into those tricks, it takes my breath away. Are you all afraid when you're on the cloth?
Sometimes. Sometimes we are. It depends. When we learn new tricks, we can be afraid, but we have to learn how to trust ourselves and trust our teachers as well. And we practice so much that we are comfortable with the tricks before we perform them.
What about you, Brianna?
Well, yeah, personally, I'm a very scared person, but the cloth teaches you that even when you're scared, you just have to do it and you'll get over that fear.
Ronnie?
Like Terrence said, we practice a lot, but I feel like it becomes a muscle memory thing, and even if you are scared when we are performing, your body pretty much takes over and does all the work for you.
Well, it looks like you have to be pretty strong and train pretty extensively in order to do those tricks. What kind of training do you all partake in? Do you do any kind of calisthenics to strengthen your muscles?
Yes, we do. We train throughout the entire year. We run downtown. We do the normal push-ups, crunches, pull-ups, sit-ups, all that. We also climb up and down the clock at least 10 times before we start any tricks as well. So that way we're comfortable with the clock and we know that we can hold our own body weight, because it's a lot of work. We also have to train in the Bahamas as well. We go almost every summer, or we'll have the teachers come here and do workshops, and there it's a whole nother ball game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the heat and the new environment, it's a lot of hard work, but we definitely do a lot of training there. Dorica and Jarvis Grant are our teachers, and they're wonderful. They do an amazing job, and they're so talented.
Now, aren't they the founders of a circus, the famous
Yes,
Imanji Circus?
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you all are really training with adults
Yes.
in this field. That
Yes,
is
they're the
wonderful.
best.
That's wonderful. What about tumbling? Michaela, were you familiar with any tumbling before you started the aerial silks?
Not really. I was in another class and I didn't really train with them, so I would usually watch and I'd be like, oh my goodness, how am I going to be able to do that one day? But once I started learning how to do it, I was still amazed with myself as well as them.
Now, how long have you guys been performing? Is dancing something that you've always wanted to do, Alex?
Well, I started with this group when I was like 11, so I haven't been dancing with them as long as everybody else has, but yeah, pretty much.
And what about you, Jayla?
Yes, I've been dancing for 10 years, so, you know, it's just our passion, like it's dance.
Wow. So have you, and you've been performing for 10 years as well?
Yes,
What about you, Ashley?
Started when I was 3, so it's going on 14 years
Wow.
this year. And I think, how old were we when we did ISO? 7, 5.
Wow.
Yeah, so we started performing around 5 and 6.
So this is something that you love, it's your passion.
Yes.
That's wonderful. It seems like you really have to be confident and disciplined in order to train and master the aerial silks art form. How has this experience in the Nashville Children's Dance Theater prepared you for other areas in your life, such as dealing with peer pressure?
Well, I would say not so much peer pressure for me, but I've learned to encourage others and to stay positive, because when you're on that clock, you feel like you're alone. And when you have your teammates supporting you and helping you, even when you are scared on the clock, or when someone else is scared on the clock and you're encouraging them, it's a great feeling, and it's something that I've learned to apply in other areas of my life.
That sounds great. What about shyness? How does it help you overcome being shy, Alex?
It boosts my confidence, and I think I'm definitely more outgoing now in life since I'm naturally shy. It helps me to trust myself more.
That's great. And what about school, Ashley?
With school, it really has me focused because I'm not as interested as other students are, but knowing that if I can get on the clock and almost every day, then I can go to school and do my work as well.
Right, right. Well, you all again are amazing to watch, and I'm looking forward to your next performance in June, the June 14th encore of Ascension. Are you all excited about that?
Yes.
Well, I'm excited to see it, and I want to thank you again and really commend you all for the talent that you have. You all are really amazing. So thank you.
Silk Company presents Ascension and the Aerial Silk Showcase celebrating Black History Month. Staged and directed by Miss Cindy Malone Lindsay.
I hope you enjoyed today's show. I'd like to thank the Nashville Children's Dance Theater for allowing me to give you an up-close and personal view of what they do to improve access to fine arts education and training for inner-city youth and share the arts theater experience with underexposed communities around the world. For more information about the Nashville Children's Dance Theater, call 615-255-7070. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time for more Up Close and Personal.